Well, hello my YouTube friends. We are back with another video, this time a video from the cab or a cab ride video. And this is sometimes good to do to see if there are scenery that needs updating, figures that have fallen over, etc. on the layout. So here we start with a tour of Waterkloof South African Railways layout. We can see the hidden staging tracks where coal and ore trains are staged. And then we continue across the bridge over the waterfall and the river gorge and past the signature scene on my layout, which is this massive mountain rock face that has been cast in plaster and painted with acrylics and with oils and weathered, etc. And as we continue, we come to the Disaster mine. If you read it quickly, it says disaster coal mine. It's got its own little steam shunting engine. And there we can see a explosives wagon, although that's not the proper explosives wagon, that's just a parcel wagon, and a rough timber wagon. And then we go past their boiler house and past the signal giving us a all clear into Bloemfontein main line, past the passenger platforms. In the right we see Averbachs and also Musgrave, which manufactured guns, and they no longer in existence. Past the signal on the main line in the opposing direction and approaching the mainline signal giving us clearance out of Bloemfontein. And there we can see some scenery that need attention. That base is lifting and that signal needs a ladder and so forth. We can see all of these things which otherwise is not very visible, as Bloemfontein is quite high up in my garage. It's a second shelf, and we can see there's the semaphore signal giving us another green indication. And here we come close to the abattoir or slaughterhouse and meat packing plant. We're going past the platform in the passing loop and not in the platform side. And we can see a Class 25 condenser steam loco standing at the coaling stage. And in the loco shed we can see there's some action. There's a light burning and a second light has just come on. And there's another loco at the blowdown towers, busy cleaning out the steam, blowing down. And then we continue still going down, but this time on the breach that is spanning the garage door. And you can see that's an aluminum or aluminium L shape or angle iron, or I guess we'll call it an angle aluminium, that gives it a very nice stable support. And then it is removable so that I can park my car in the garage at night. And here we go behind the backdrop at Aloes, still on a downward trend, climbing or descending down and down and down behind the car factory at Aloes. We'll see that once we've completed the lap of the bottom level of the layout. And then as we exit the hidden part, we see a block signal showing green. The block is empty, and we pass the cement factory, CUPP cement factory, which is concrete's ultimate preparation plant. On the right is a scrapyard named after my late dad, Louis Scrapyard or Louis Junkyard, because he was a very serious collector of all sorts of scrap, and most of the times he found use for those scrap that he collected. Then we continue on to Bruce's Engineering, named for a late friend of mine who should have been an engineer, but he ended up being a teacher and a woodwork teacher, and a very good one at that. Another green signal showing that we are going into Waterkloof, the main station, into the passenger platform, platform number 1, which is also the main line. So we'll be looking for any figures that have fallen over, which I do not see any at the moment, and looking for any scenery problems, but everything here seems okay. And as we exit Waterkloof, again a green signal, and then we'll be rounding the curve and going across the lift bridge, and not the removable bridge, that's across the garage door. And once we are on this lift bridge, to the left we are behind the dispatcher's panel, which gives the signal indications and also has space for a tablet to control two of the station's turnouts on the upper level. Power and Bloemfontein are DCC controlled. And here we enter into Allows, where the car factory is situated. You can see the car train fully loaded with beetles, and then the signal still showing green on the main line, and we are continuing in the industrial passing siding. And in front of us is a truck with coiled steel rolls for the car factory. And then we exit the industrial area back onto the main line, and again we view the cement factory, and we continue on the curve, nice big S curve. And on the left we can see East London Harbour, and there's a tender of a loco that's under construction. And then we swing around the curve and continue straight on. This is now the width of the garage, the oil and fuel storage facility to our left. Again, a view of Bruce's Engineering, and behind Bruce's Engineering, a grain silo complex. And we continue following the track. This time the red signal is not for us, because we are going behind Waterkloof, climbing back up to where we started. This time we are at the left end of the, or left hand side of the garage, climbing against the wall. And once we reach the middle of the climb, where we start curving to the left, we will exit a tunnel portal which cannot be seen here, and another aluminium L girder that leads us right up to where we started at the power station at Power. Notice also the re-railing section. If there's any derailment on the climb up or down, that does a very good job of getting those stray wheels back on the track. You can see the stage trains, and here we cross the bridge again, past the signature scene, or in the signature scene, and we shall be coming to a halt in a little while, slowing down. You can see a red signal in the distance, and slowly but surely we are coming to the end of this lap around the layout. Again we can see the coal mine, and once the train has rounded the corner, we come to a halt, and all I can say is thank you for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends.